playing around with girls is the most fun a guy can have.
We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fantasy. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello, Aromas. This is this is Aromie here. Welcome back to Fire Emblem. I am here. Excuse me. Took a little quick break, and we are going to do stuff. No quests. Oh, okay, but people still want to talk to me. It's kind of weird with no quests. Hi.
You look so different. You're still our professor in there, right?
Yeah,
Did anything else change besides your hair and eyes? Are your arms bigger? How do your abs look?
I've changed quite a bit.
Really? You gotta teach me how to do that.
Teach you? You're so cute. My abs are still the same, by the way.
So hungry. Oh, is that you, Professor?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I'm really not feeling well this month.
What's wrong?
Even leaving my room for dinner is just too much. It's got nothing to do with your, changes. So, don't open the door, please.
Am I that scary?
Yeah, you're going to the ritual at the Holy Tomb, right? I hear that a revelation from the goddess is expected.
You're so
What
cute.
if she shows herself? Oh, I'll be so jealous.
Why? Nothing to be jealous about.
I can't even imagine what it must be like inside the Holy Tomb.
I don't know either.
Well, it's probably a grave, that much is for sure. And it's likely underground. Beyond that, who knows? I can't help but wonder, though, just what kind of ritual is this?
I don't know. Hopefully nothing creepy.
In Bridget, we have legends. Stories containing people who have a spirit living inside of them. Those spirit people have much strength. They are maybe able to fly in the air or race across the ocean.
Really?
Hair that shines and eyes that glow. They have qualities that are not unlike what you are looking like, Professor.
I was gonna say, that's me. Can't fly, though. Perhaps?
Do not have doubt, Professor. The powers you have are like the powers of the legends.
Hey, doggo. Shh. I couldn't hear Petra.
You're so strong now. I'm starting to understand why you were appointed professor.
You've been granted this power by the goddess herself. Truly, you must be a very special individual.
Am I?
Maybe Saros transformed before receiving her revelation too.
I haven't heard anything about that before. Maybe
It's
that part
suspicious.
never found its way into the legend?
It is
something
told
fishy.
that Saros had a revelation, instructing her to use her power for good, and to lead the people of Fodlan to salvation. I wonder what sort of revelation you might have, Professor.
That everyone has been lying to me.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
It's not better this month.
Although, I suppose, you are something to report.
Oh.
For a moment, I thought you were someone suspicious. Lucky for you, I am quite perceptive. It took only that single moment for me to recognize you.
Oh.
The professor went out and got some new power.
And haircut. Well, not haircut, hair color.
People who live an inordinately long time, people whose hair changes color, and those odd heroes' relics. Is Fodlan some mystical land full of inhuman creatures?
What the fuck? Is the world different for outside? In Poland? It's not like
You
that.
still look human. For now, at least.
What the fuck?
Long ago, Saint Saros was gifted with a divine revelation from the
My hair,
goddess,
guys.
as
Jesus.
well as incredible
We're the
power.
Powerpuff Girls!
Is that what happened to you too, Professor? No way! The Professor transformed before receiving any kind of divine revelation, right? Still, I wonder, does the fact that you've changed really mean you've been granted some kind of power?
Yeah.
If that's the case, then what sort of revelation can be gained from the ritual?
I have no
I'm
idea.
guessing the revelation will just be a gentle reminder to use this new power to save the people of Fodlan. What else is there to say? You don't
Technically
actually
true.
believe we're going to hear the voice of the goddess, do you?
No, I hear her voice all the time. But not anymore.
How are you, Professor?
Hi.
Did Hanneman make his I will do no harm speech or promise this won't hurt a bit when he asked to study you? Both? I've a bit of research I'd like to perform. Nothing so crass as Hanneman's poking, prodding, and drawing of blood.
What are you
No,
doing?
I wish to investigate crest power itself.
How?
Crest power must have some kind of limit, right? Lady Rhea says any limits must be the protection of the goddess, but that doesn't quite answer it for me.
Is there a limit?
I swear, it's like you're an entirely different person.
I just got a new haircut. I haven't changed on the inside.
I guess you're right. If I look hard, I can still tell it's you.
Do I look that weird?
I always knew there was something special about you, but you've only gotten more and more extraordinary the longer I've known you.
Aw.
That transformation was just the beginning, wasn't it? I have a feeling that things will only grow more dire from here on out.
Why do you have to say it like that?
Ah! Professor! Sorry, this'll take some getting used to.
What the fuck?
Your hair and eye color are completely different. You just don't look like yourself anymore.
I mean, I guess.
Of course, you're right. I'm just being silly as usual.
Sometimes, I find myself thinking I should leave Garreg Mach and return to my home,
But you leave
where I
Annette.
should have been all along.
I won't stop you.
I hear that Lady Rhea will accompany you for this month's task. She's the pillar that supports the hearts of Fodlan's people. Her safety is paramount. I hope there are no complications.
I hope not.
When you changed, even the other professors were taken completely by surprise. There's a ritual at the Holy Tomb this month, isn't there? I wonder what'll happen with that. I'm sure you'll be all right, but don't lose sight of who you really are, okay?
I will.
However you may change, and whatever new power goes along with those changes, you'll still be the same person deep down. Remember that.
I think I just have a lot of responsibilities.
In our battle last month, we really cut the enemy down to size. But there are other enemies we have yet to hunt down, not least the Flame Emperor.
Yeah.
Once we've crushed them all, we can return to our peaceful lives at the monastery. It will happen soon. I have a feeling something big is coming.
When I first saw you, Professor, with that hair color and that eye color, I thought you looked kind of like Lady Rhea. Like maybe you could be related.
Maybe.
I like the way it looks. I wonder if I could change my hair color too. Maybe if I tried hard enough. If I thought real hard about it, I mean.
Your hair is not gonna magically change like that. But I guess that would be exciting.
All I need to do is get trapped up in a strange place and then escape, right? Just like you did.
No, don't do that. What the fuck? That's dumb.
Edelgard and Hubert have been busier than
I
usual.
haven't seen them.
Constantly coming and going, in and out of Garreg Mach. Perhaps they are doing something in the Empire. As the legitimate
Right.
heir of the Ayer family, I have not heard anything about it. But if it were significant, I am sure my father would have told me.
Your hair! And your eyes! What happened to you? You didn't lose something as a consequence of gaining these powers, did you?
I lost my privacy. To where I'm fine? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. to be
Sometimes our
honest.
frail bodies don't do well with excess power. So don't push yourself too hard.
Professor.
Oh, Shamir, yes. You're gonna yell at me?
Hey, Professor.
Yes.
The students seem to like you.
I hope so. It would seem that way.
And you're not modest about it. I like that. Still, I can't deny that you've got skills. It's a little strange, to be completely honest.
What the fuck you mean?
I had my doubts, but they were right to make you a professor.
I was surprised too.
I'd be suspicious of their true intentions, if I were you.
I was.
But what's it matter? Seems like it turned out just fine for you. I'll admit, it's unbelievable that you used to be a mercenary. I was a merc before coming here, but I can't imagine pulling off your fancy tactician act. I freeze up near royals and nobles.
Oh. You're a mercenary?
I was. My family had nothing when I was growing up. There were too many mouths to feed, so I left.
What?
Joined up with some mercs for the pay. The work
You
suited
just
me,
left.
but I never liked having to bow and scrape to our noble employers. And that's what I like about being a knight. I get to punch all the nobles I want.
I guess.
I'm joking.
Oh.
But the knights do make a good business partner. I don't believe in the Church of Seros. It makes me a bit of an anomaly among the knights. Rhea took me in, so I became a knight to repay my debt to
But you don't
her.
believe in the church.
I may be a knight, but it still feels like I'm doing the same things I did as a merc. Who knows, though? Maybe you and I will end up working together.
Have we yet?
Us knights are a pretty tough crew. I'm guessing you'd run circles around us, though. I'm interested to see where your path leads you.
Oh, thank you. I really do not remember. I'm pretty sure we have had her assist us somewhere before, but I do not remember anything of it.
Professor,
Oh, Gilbert.
I am sorry to make you tag along with my shopping trip like this.
It's okay. It wasn't
You were
that
very
much.
kind to offer your help, even though this is my duty.
I'm happy to help.
In return, I will gladly come to your aid when you need it someday. Though I fear there may not be so many things I can help you with.
Could you teach me to fish?
Fishing? Of course, I would be happy to. I recall hearing that Captain Gerald was quite the fisherman. Is that true?
Dad.
You made a living as a mercenary under Captain Gerald's guidance. As a comparatively new member of the Knights of Seros, I was not so familiar with his past exploits. Yet clashing swords with him, even just a handful of times, was enough for his abilities to astound me. You, as one trained by him, must have those same great talents. I have devoted my life to the path of a knight. Yet I find your mercenary experience lends your blade...
Wait up! Catch me if you can. Come on, this way. This way.
Oh.
It is good to see children able to play and to smile.
It's rare to see that look on your face. I never knew you could smile, Gilbert. No, it's rare to see that look on your face.
Was I smiling?
Yes.
Please, forget you saw that.
Why? I like
I
seeing
do
people
not have the
smile.
right to such pleasures.
What? The right?
Indeed. For those we have lost will never be able to smile again.
But we can smile for them.
I am sorry. I did not mean to trouble you with such talk. Come, let us head back.
What? What happened?
Oh, Professor. I didn't realize you were there.
Was this some chick
If we
earlier?
keep running into each other like this, people will start to talk.
Was that chick you declined the last time?
Hey, don't get mad. I was joking. Forget it. What do you need?
What happened? Girl problem, Sylvain? Another lover's quarrel? Girl problem, Sylvain?
I fell for that girl recently,
Huh?
but I just wanted to have some fun and leave it at that. So I told her we should break it off.
Oh.
I guess she was feeling a little more serious than I was. She started crying and everything got a bit complicated.
I can see that. You're complicated. Jerk. You're complicated, Sylvain.
Come on, Professor. Playing around with girls is the most fun a guy can have. Besides,
That's
I don't
rude.
care what you think of me.
What?
I don't intend to change how I live my life.
Oh.
I'm a good-for-nothing, if you haven't noticed.
No, I'm
But
changing that.
I'm still a noble with a crest.
In
That's
a
all
future
anyone cares
time.
about. It's best to avoid getting too serious with fools like that. It only leads to trouble. I'm gonna be forced into an arranged marriage with some random noble woman anyway.
Really?
By the way, Professor, you didn't know you had a crest, did you?
No. My father never told me. I never thought about it. No, my father never told me.
I see. I suppose a mercenary wouldn't be concerned with such things.
What was your experience?
Most children who are born to noble families are tested upon birth to see if they bear one. Even descendants of the 10 elites, like myself, can't be legitimate heirs without a crest. That means as children, we're only accepted if we're born with one. The heads of most noble houses keep having kids until they get one with a crest.
Damn.
Those children then grow up to be heads of their houses, and the vicious cycle continues. Do you get it now? To all these commoner girls, I'm just a trophy. Or rather, a stud horse.
I guess that's why he acts like that. That's kind of cynical, though. Kind of sucks, because then he's getting hurt on the way. Even though he's playing around with these girls, he's also hurting himself.
Perhaps, but that doesn't change the fact that these girls don't love me.
What if
They only
what do
love the
they do?
potential rewards of loving me. If I marry a girl and she gives birth to a child with a crest, that kid might become the next head of House Gautier. But nowadays, with the bloodlines getting weaker, there are a lot of kids like my brother, born with no hope. For ages now, those of us with crests have been envied and desired, but never for who we are. I understand the value of my blood. Believe me, I hate how much I understand it. I know better than to dream of being free from this burden.
I'm sorry.
I'm used to it by now. I used to think I didn't have the right to live freely.
You don't think that way anymore?
That's right. You know what? I'm a bit jealous.
Why?
The whole time you were growing up, you never knew you had a crest.
I don't know anything though.
You were free. Nobody pretended to like you. I kind of hate you for that.
Whoa, hate's a strong word.
You were a
bitch.
spoiled brat who should pay for that crest.
What?
Maybe I'll collect the debt.
Wait, why are you so mad? What the hell?
Gotcha! Wow, you should have seen the look on your face just then. Don't mind me, Professor.
Beat you
After all, ladies love a dark and brooding noble.
I mean, he's not wrong. That's my aesthetic, but you didn't gotta be so rude about it. I'll beat you up for that.
Hurry up and cage the wild boar.
What?
Look, he's losing his grip. Even in his swordplay, he's getting sloppy. If he keeps progressing like this, he's going to get himself killed.
Cage him how?
Kranya, Solon, they're dead, but we still have a glut of enemies. We still have to take down the Death Knight and the Flame Emperor.
I know.
Our next battle is fast approaching. I'm ready for it.
I don't think I'll even have time for that.
Professor, please. If he hears it from you that he needs to rest, perhaps His Highness will listen.
Oh.
He's exaggerating. He thinks my color is off and that rest will cure all.
Technically,
I have
well.
a headache, but that's just from lack of sleep. It's not going to stop me from completing this month's mission.
Go to sleep. I need you to... You should rest. Don't overexert yourself. Don't overexert yourself.
I must insist.
Who do you think you are? I can take care of myself to do. In any case, we won't let you down this month, Professor. You can rely on us.
I mean, both choices were similar.
To be honest, I cannot keep up with all that's been happening recently. Monica was actually Kranya. Tomas was actually Solon. Who were these people? What about you, Professor? You were a true ally, yes?
Yeah. That's my intention.
Not the most convincing answer you could have given. Still, I simply must take you at your word.
Are you positive? Really? Your appearance is due to the influence of the Crest of Flames?
You'd think my hair would be red,
Intriguing.
right?
Unfortunately, I have found no record of Nemesis's hair and eye color ever changing. However, if that transformation was brought on in part by the power of the crest, that would be most, well, I suppose interesting is too small a word. Still, it would be an absolutely exceptional discovery. To know for certain, we must investigate further. So, close off.
Ha, you wish, bitch. The fuck?
What? A full physical is in order, yes? We need to know if this transformation affected you adversely.
It didn't.
Don't worry, it won't hurt a bit.
Don't worry, it won't
yes,
hurt.
I should call Manuela. My apologies.
Yeah, what the hell? You creepo? Who's in here? Oh. Oh wait, he wasn't here when my dad died.
Captain.
I need a
Oh,
hug.
Professor, how long have you been standing there? I didn't see you. I was just sorting through Captain Gerald's belongings. I haven't made much progress. I keep finding things that bring back memories. Clearing out this room of his belongings again, it's not easy.
Professor! Oh, Professor, I am so happy! Your new hair and eye color suit you well. We make quite the pair. But recently, I sense that things are a bit strained between Lady Rhea and my brother. She wants to do something at the Holy Tomb. I do not know what, but... Whenever it has concluded, I hope they will return to their friendship, as it has always been.
I don't know. Something's weird.
The Holy Tomb, huh? I've worked here for years, and this is the first I've heard of it.
Really?
I mean, it does make some sense. Sort of. Something about it is still weird. I understand
That
now
doesn't
why
make
they'd
me
build the monastery in the mountainous center of Fodlan. Although...
when the monastery was built, the kingdom and alliance weren't even around yet. But look how cleverly it was placed, right in the middle of the empire, kingdom, and alliance. That's weird, right?
Yeah.
Recently, Professor, I feel as though you've been a bit distant.
Well, my dad died.
It's like you're sort of floating above the clouds, separate from other people. And like you've got no interest at all in ever coming back down.
What?
How can I help?
What do you mean? I'll come back. I don't know what to say to that. I'm not being distant, so don't worry.
Hey, don't worry. I thought maybe I'd ask and see what you'd say.
Me, you haven't a thing to worry about. You have been gifted the power of the goddess. Furthermore, you have overcome the death of your father, Geralt.
No, I have not.
And you have destroyed countless of our wicked foes. I am proud, so very proud of who you have become.
I'm uneasy.
That is understandable. Just know that your unease should disappear the moment we conclude the ritual at the Holy Mausoleum.
Will it? I don't trust you.
Ah, it is you.
Yes, if it's staring at you.
I am sorry, but I have a lot on my mind. I would prefer to be alone right now.
Are you sure? I'll give you a gift of an owl feather.
This is...
You touch it,